Welcome back to another analysis. This time we will be focusing on an extremely important aspect. We have already discussed the concept of a high-value man and the hierarchy of needs as proposed by Abraham Maslow. Now, we will start to examine how these concepts relate to relationships. Specifically, we will explore to what extent being a high-value man will influence relationships. Let's begin by visualizing the concept, though in a superficial way for now. We will delve into more detailed analysis in future discussions. We will build upon the aspects we have previously discussed regarding the high-value man, exploring how these aspects impact relationships and transform an individual's life. This analysis will touch on what some might call it the sexual value market and the sexual marketplace. The term sexual market might seem negative to some, but it's essential to understand that everything in life can be viewed from various perspectives. One perspective is that everything on the planet exists as a product. Someone wants it and someone else offers it. In relationship, one person has something just like beauty, a good behavior, resources, protection, that another person needs and desires. This characteristic is sought after by another person who recognizes it and sees it as desirable. A relationship then can be seen as an exchange where two people look for something the other person possesses and they just exchange it. They identify these desirable traits in each other and decide to enter into a relationship based on a mutual agreement. It is akin to an exchange of services or products for money or for other valuable things. Two people will be exchanging things they have for something they want. By examining these aspects, we are not dismissing the importance of emotions and feelings. Instead, we are acknowledging the practical dynamics that often underpin relationships. This understanding can provide valuable insight into how a high-value individual navigates complexity and relationships. And it's very important to understand all these concepts because it will save you for a lot of headaches and a lot of distraction in your life as an aspirant of a high-value man or as a high-value man. So stay tuned for further analysis as we continue to explore these fascinating topics. And if this seems helpful for you, please subscribe and hit all notification bell. And if you desire to help more, just put your likes on this video. There are several levels at which we will analyze this aspect. And what we aim to achieve is the clear, objective, tangible, and in-depth understanding. You will understand why we want to look at things this way and with this variable, regardless of who it is. Without analyzing these aspects that we are going to discuss today, there is one very important thing that guides these relationships. We always look for value in the other person. When we go out and meet people, we seek an added value in someone that makes us want to be by their side. And as we analyze sexual relationship, this is what we can call the sexual value market. The value of a man or of a woman in the sexual market involves understanding at what point and in what situation they find themselves as desirable or undesirable before society, before men, before women, and before the people they want to attract. The value in the sexual market is not determined by the person seeking to attract the others. It is determined by those who are being attracted. In this context, a man's value is determined by the woman who finds him desirable, and a woman's value is determined by the man who finds her desirable. It is not about a man sitting at home, looking at himself and saying, "I'm valuable." No. Nor is it about a woman looking at herself and saying, "I'm very beautiful, so I'm valuable." It is the external perception that defines their value in the sexual market. It is as if we went to a store to buy a product. We as buyers look at the product in the market and we decide if it is valuable enough to pay a certain amount for it. Depending on how much each customer is willing to pay, the product becomes more or less valuable. When we enter a clothing store and we see a product priced at a certain amount, we might think the price is too high compared to the value and decide we might not buy it. As a result, the product remains unsold. On the other hand, if a product is seen as valuable than its price, it won't last long on the shelf. Customers will quickly buy it, recognizing its value and the bargain it represents. The true value of a product is determined not by its price tag, but by the buyer's perception on its worth. While the seller sets the price, the value is determined by the buyer who knows what they are looking for and understands its worth. This distinction between price and value is crucial and something we will explore further. The sexual market value, SMV, operates similarly. It represents the perceived value of a person in the eyes of a potential partner. The dynamics of SMV involves how a man and a woman view each other's value and what they seek to attract in a partner. For example, a woman aged 18 to 20 may be highly desirable to a man due to certain societal perceptions. Conversely, many women may not be interested in dating an 18, 20-year-old man. These dynamics help define the sexual value market, SMV, and will be explored in more details later. A woman aged 18 to 25 is at the peak of her sexual value market, making her highly desirable by men. Conversely, a man aged 18 to 20 or 25 is at the lowest point of his value in the sexual market, which represents challenge for him. However, the same man, when he reached 32 to 40, he is at the best of his market value for various reasons. And we will delve deeper into why this is the case. We have already defined and show what constitutes good sexual value market, SMV, for a man and for a woman, analyzing the ages, leading us to an important conclusion. There are many societal situations where any man finishes college at 24 or 25 years old and feels societal pressure to enter marital commitments. However, it is very risky for a man to enter into these type of situations at this stage of his life. I usually say these situations occurs when a man enters into marriage for the benefit of a woman, not for their own benefit. Remember, no one takes action, especially within a relationship, solely to benefit others without also considering their own benefit. So, if you as a man decide to get married, do it because it benefits you. The same way a woman decides to get married because it benefits her. Take on a serious relationship for your own benefit. Why do I emphasize this for men? Because no woman will get married or take on a serious relationship if she does not see a benefit for herself. The expectation for any man to marry at 25 or 26 benefits the woman, who is often younger or at the same age and at the right stage for her marriage, at the top of her sexual value market. And if she leaves this age, her sexual value market will be descending rapidly. But this man at this age, he is at the lowest of his sexual value market, which is increasing rapidly until 32 and 35. So, with the best sexual value market that she have, she's trying to buy the best product possible. But a man with his lower value market is buying the worst product possible. 5 years later, 10 years later, he will have the highest value market, meaning he can buy the best possible product. However, this man is usually not yet ready for such a commitment. He is often too young to get married and lacks the necessary characteristics to sustain a serious relationship. What are those characteristics which are very important and necessary to sustain a relationship? As you work on becoming a high-value man, your sexual value market, SMV, will also improve. We will delve into these in further discussion. For now, understand that you need to work on these aspects for a straightforward reason. In all experience and interaction, I have never met a single woman who says, I'm looking for a normal, an ordinary man to take a serious relationship and get married to. I have never met a woman who said she is looking for an average man, an ordinary man. All women, like all human beings, seek someone extraordinary, someone remarkable, to form a family, to build a serious relationship with. That's why you must work to become a high-value man, the best version of yourself you can be. As a young man entering college, you must keep this in your mind, knowing where you are going. At the age 24 to 26 years old, you must have a plan, knowing your path in life, relationship, personal development, and self-growth. Understand the skills and behavior aspect you must master to guide your destiny. These are crucial aspects. Don't make the mistake of ignoring them and thus wasting your potential. The best within you can only be explored by yourself. You are the only one who can explore the best within you. And it is with a lot of discipline and a lot of repetition. That's how you improve yourself. No one else can uncover this. So never ignore your skills and your potential. You are the only one who can do it. And at 25, 23, 26, you're still a young man with a lot of potential to explore in order to get to your highest value market in the sexual marketplace. So you can be able to, with maturity, with experience, with resources and everything else which will come at this age, make the best metaphorical purchase you can do in your relationship. We have also discussed the behavioral aspects of a high-value man. We know that at the beginning of a man's life, his value is low. A man only reaches high value, the peak of his sexual market value, around 32 to 35 years old, 40 years old. In contrast, a woman's sexual market value peaks much earlier. At 18, she is at the highest value market. And this high value often begins around 16. The pillars that make a woman high valuable in the sexual market are already present at that age or even younger. In some societies, a 16-year-old girl with parental or guardian permission can legally assume a relationship and get married. In Brazil, for example, the age of majority can be 18, but at 16 years old, with the permission of her guardian or parents, she can get married. From this age, 18 onwards, both man and woman are legally considered adults. Now, it's crucial to pay attention to something very important. All these aspects we discuss in our program, all these topics covered in our space with Patekateka, the Nkhululeko's place, are extremely important for young people and teenage under 18 years old. We will here address critical issues for individuals who are 14, 15, 16, and 17 years old. Here in our space, we differ with certain groups in society. Some groups conduct lectures and events to introduce topics in society, but often exclude parents of teenagers. They do this because they know that if they were present, the parents of this teenage, they might not agree with the instructions given. However, in our approach, we want parents to be involved, and you will soon understand why. Consider a young man who is 15 years old today. Most likely, his parents will be now 40 years old and had him when they were 25 years old, a healthy age to have children. This 15-year-old boy or girl cannot participate in our discussions here. We will delve into crucial aspects that contribute to these young persons' transformation. Access to our space is limited for young people until they reach 18 years old. By then, many critical developmental opportunities may have been missed or overlooked, impacting their aspirations and personal growth significantly. The only individual permitted to bring a young person to the channel to talk side by side with us are the father, the mother, or the guardian of this young person, with exceptions. We are open and free, but we do not engage in discussions with anyone under 18 years old. Therefore, as a standard rule, we kindly ask you young people under 18 not to join our Zoom calls or participate in these conversations. If by chance young individuals come across concepts or pieces from our discussion, they should seek guidance from any adult, whether their guardian, their father, or their mother, who can provide better direction. This space often presents controversial information and viewpoints that may not universally resonate. Adults can evaluate and decide how to proceed based on their own judgment. As a parent, you have the responsibility to sift through these aspects and apply what is beneficial in transforming the lives of your children. For instance, if a young person hears information and finds only 40% useful, you can discard the remaining 60% while incorporating the useful 40% in their journey of personal growth and transformation. If you find that the program doesn't offer anything useful, absolutely nothing that serves your needs, take everything from this program, put it all in a black plastic garbage bag, and like Michael Jordan, send it to the trash and keep moving forward. Look for the best opportunities that will enable you to transform and explore all your skills to the fullest of its potential. No one claims that this space is the ultimate place to explore your skill. It's just one of many opportunities available. If you don't find the necessary guidance here to achieve your aspiration, simply move on. However, if you discover in this space the essential pillars that can truly deliver what you seek in life, embrace it tightly. Hug this space and never let go. And why? Because this journey won't be a sprint. It will be a marathon of transformation. This journey in this channel, Nkululeko, will never be a sprint. This is a marathon of transformation. Thank you for your time. Until the next analysis.